Oh.
Hey, you.
By the way, the kingdom capital or the imperial capital? I don't know which is the right way. If we tried to take on the empire like this, would we really stand a chance? With House Fraldarius under attack, they probably can't spare many soldiers. On the other hand, if we did manage to take the imperial capital, the war would be over. I'm no good at thinking through this kind of complicated stuff.
If we can take back the kingdom, we'll recover our soldiers. And some food and supplies too, I bet. Most importantly of all, there are people in the kingdom waiting for our help. Even His Highness understands that, I'm sure of it. Yet, he wants to take on the Empire despite all that. Do you think he just doesn't care about anything other than fighting Edelgard anymore? He wasn't always like this. What happened?
Professor? Greetings, Professor! Nothing to report. Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements. Well, you can leave guarding this place to me. I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Hey there. Come back anytime.
Right. What do you require? Farewell.
Hello there. This one, yes? This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Really now? There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals. Hey, how about a favor? Hey, how about a favor?
Professor?
AOL, the Valley of Torment. Oh man, I really do not want to go there. That place is crazy hot. For guys like me, who grew up somewhere cold, man, it's gonna be rough. Though, I guess that climate will keep our enemies at bay.
Can you help me?
There are enemy spies around. Remain vigilant. Capture anyone who seems suspicious. I'm glad you understand. I'm counting on you. Capture any...
What's the use? Even with all I've learned, I still don't understand.
Hello, Constance. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just in need of a sympathetic ear. I found a magical scroll, which, unless I am mistaken, should relieve me of my woes.
Oh, wonderful!
Not so fast. The magic within this scroll is a type I have neglected to study. It pains me to admit this, but it may take decades of going back to the basics to grasp it.
Decades? That's a long time to spend with your nose buried in an old piece of parchment.
Why must the goddess dangle a solution before me, only to cruelly pull it away?
There's no need to despair. To tell the truth, I like you just as you are.
You do? Why? Those low moods of mine have never done anyone the least bit of good.
You're like a little sister to me. Nothing you do will change that. Not even a little bit.
Really?
Of course, you're my sweet Constance, and I like you just as you are.
I see. Perhaps my moods are not the great burden I thought they were.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pressure you. No matter what decision you make, I support you.
I felt no pressure, I assure you. It's more that I feel embarrassed to have been embarrassed. I'd put so much effort into finding a magical means to alleviate myself that it never occurred to me that maybe all I needed was to accept myself.
What will you do with the scroll you found?
Oh, I'll continue to research it, for research's sake if nothing else, but I may have no need of it. It's not as if these moods of mine have ever hampered my efforts to restore my house. And I am as a sister to you, no matter which face I present, yes? Nothing, no mood, no foe, no obligation, will keep me from honoring my sisterly duty to protect you.
We can protect each other.
Good. It is settled. Now we can begin the hard work of reclaiming our titles.
Absolutely. We'll become sister sages and restore our houses to their former glory.
You understand the plan perfectly. If we walk this path together, it can only end in triumph.
What's this? Well, if it isn't Cyril. How did he manage to fall asleep here? The warmth must have put him right down. He looks so cute when he's napping. I'll just keep reading. No need to disturb him. Good morning, Cyril. Did you sleep well?
What? Where?
It's Mercedes. I thought you'd remember my name by now.
Oh, sorry. I know it, but it's hard to say.
You're from Elmira, aren't you?
Ah, it's great. I eat every day.
Were you not eating before you came here?
Every couple days, maybe. It was rough.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you hungry? You should eat up, to make up for all the meals you missed in the past.
Okay. Thank you,
Just call me Mercy. That's what my friends call me.
Mercy. Mercy? Hey! Thanks, Mercy. Well, I had a good sleep, but there's work to do now. See ya.
It doesn't seem like he has very many friends here. It's troubling, but I probably shouldn't pry.
Father! Father! Why do you pretend not to recognize me?
Annette,
I've been looking everywhere for you. Please stop treating me like a stranger. I can't bear it. Father, wait! How long will you keep avoiding me like this?
I have lost the right to face you or your mother.
This has nothing to do with rights. We're family. I'm your daughter.
Indeed, you are my daughter. Yet I am no father. I am only a fool who abandoned his family.
You really think it was foolish to abandon us?
I do.
Then the least you can do is apologize. I'm fine, but Mother deserves as much. I finished my studies at the School of Sorcery and the Officers' Academy. I have a busy and satisfying life now. But Mother, she's waited for you to return all this time, living under my uncle's roof.
I am sorry, Annette.
I already told you, don't say that to me. Apologize to Mother. Let her see your face.
That I cannot do. I know you do not understand, but it is the way of things. As for you, Annette, say the word, and I will disappear from your life forever. For now, though, I must return to my duties.
Father, how could you be so cruel?
Is something troubling you, Ingrid?
Oh, Sedith. You seem to have caught me when I thought nobody was around.
Perhaps I can help, if you would like to share.
I wouldn't want to bother you with my trivialities.
I will not pry, of course. But if you keep it to yourself, no one will be able to help you.
That's true. It's...
Count Galatea. I have met him once or twice.
Well, you have likely heard that House Galatea's financial situation is precarious. Many regions of Fargus are harsh and infertile, but our lands are especially so. There were several years of fruitless harvests. It nearly ruined us. We could barely feed our troops. Then I was born bearing a crest, after generations bore none. Suddenly my family hung its future on me. My father had hopes that with my crest, I'd be married into a noble family, and that House Galatea's financial troubles would be a thing of the past.
Ah, I see. And the other house would benefit from the addition of your crest-bearing blood. It seems to me you have suffered much for the misfortune of being born with a crest.
I beg your pardon?
I know crests are highly valued, but they are also a burden. My feelings are mixed.
You truly think so? But you're so devoted to the goddess. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing.
Perhaps one day I will expound upon my opinion of crests in greater detail with you. For now, let it suffice to say that whether or not you bear one is secondary to your identity. You are a person, first and foremost, and you should be permitted to grow as a person, crest or not.
I agree. Thank you for listening.
If you ever wish to discuss this again, consider me available whenever you please.
Thank you so much.
The kingdom doesn't seem to have clear goals holding them together. Different people have different priorities. The situation right now is difficult. But at times like this, you have the opportunity to really shine, eh, Professor? You're in charge. Show them what you're made of. I'll do what I can to help.
It seems some of our friends believe that if we get those reinforcements, we'll be set for provisions too. But I think it's best not to hold our breath on the food front. With the added headcount from the reinforcements, there will be even more mouths to feed.
This is all a bit troubling, isn't it? The people from the kingdom seem to be of two minds as well. Can we really plan to fight when we're this unsure of ourselves? You think once we're face to face with the enemy, it might help us band together? I hope so.
I don't know about everyone else, but heading to the Empire seems like a good idea to me. The search for Lady Rhea will be so much easier if we can just get the Empire out of the way. I suppose Dimitri might still pose a problem, though. He seems so fixated on the Imperial capital, but I get the feeling he's not even sure what he wants anymore.
I have some experience with cooking. Let me consider. How the meal tastes affects the morale of the troops. An army marches on its stomach. Oh.
It's time I fessed up, Yurikins. I saw the whole thing.
What was it you think you saw?
It looked like you were singing to the children in the alley out back. And may I say, you were fantastic. Your performance hit me right in the heart. That was a song from Mittelfrank's Imperial Capital show, right? Ah, the good old days. You must have come back night after night if you remember it that well.
Perhaps a few times. I remember well how you looked upon that stage. You were the talk of the capital among all the nobles. Unsurpassable? Yes, that was it. It's hard to believe I'd run into that unsurpassable songstress in a place like this. Luck is on my side, as ever.
I couldn't convince you to sing tenor yourself, hmm? You're talented enough for it.
What are you getting at? Is this an invitation from the mystical songstress herself?
Male virtuosos are hard to come by. Would-be divas are a dime a dozen, but men? Not so much. And they have to be talented. As good as I am, which is very talented indeed. I think you have what it takes. If you're interested, I can...
Sorry, but no. No way in hell am I ever doing that.
Goodness. You could have stopped at no.
I can't think of anything more wretched than getting up on a stage to sing in front of a bunch of people.
You didn't seem to mind singing for those children.
The little ones weren't feeling well and couldn't sleep, so I sang them a lullaby to help. That's a far cry from standing on the same stage as you have, with all of those stuffy nobles staring at me. Truthfully, I'm not brave enough for it.
Rein it in, Yurikins. It's the opera, not the battlefield. This isn't a life or death situation.
Fair enough. Sometimes I forget what's a real threat and what isn't. But I must ask you to never bring up singing again. Not to me. Not if you want to keep things amicable between us.
How can someone that good at singing hate it so much?
Hey, Sedith. I got a delivery for you.
Thank you, Cyril. Would you mind waiting just a moment for me to confirm the contents?
Sure thing.
All seems to be accounted for. I lack the time to handle tasks of this kind myself. I appreciate you making the effort.
Concerns? Nah, I'm happy just working for Lady Rhea. I got a way better life now than I ever did before.
If your better life is this frugal, I have to wonder what your previous experience was like. It must not have been easy before you came to us. But you should know that is in the past now. You are young, you should be enjoying life. Do not allow your past to overshadow that. Is there nothing you desire? We will support you in any way we can.
Really, there's nothing. Except... Nah, it's okay.
Except?
I don't got anywhere else to go, and I just want to be able to stay here forever. This place Lady Rhea gave me, it's the only place I know to call home.
I will keep that in mind.
Well, I got work to do. Excuse me.
Of course. I apologize for delaying you.
Hey, take this.
That smell. That sound. This is gold. A sizable stash of precious gold. What gives? Don't tell me you got your mitts on the church's vault.
You fool. It's simply a reward. Nothing to get in a tizzy over.
No way I can accept this, pal. Trust me, I haven't done anything to deserve it.
Just shut up and take it. Call it your fee for providing me with information. What you told me. The tale from your mother's homeland? It really helped me. Anyway, if you don't actually need it, I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Maybe take your mom out for a night on the town.
Looks like you're insisting then. Fine, I'll use it to buy her some good grub. But I thought you didn't actually find any answers in my little tale.
Not quite, but it helped me in other ways. I've stopped vexing myself over unimportant details, like who I am or who I think I might be.
That's all fine and good, but is it really worth its weight in gold? This is coin we're talking about.
Look, do you want it or not? Is there something else you prefer? Wow, that was one hell of a sigh.
Look, you're better than me at thinking and betting, but right in this moment, you're the fool. You. Do I like gold? Yes. Do I want it? Need it? Yes and yes. While we're at it, I like brawling. Women too. But there's something that I care about even more than gold, fighting, and women.
Oh, this is tough. Let me guess. Hopelessly losing every bet you place? A good drink?
You really think highly of me, don't you? Dead wrong. It's having a bash bro. A friend to fight with and fight for.
Seems I was a bit off base there.
I guess to you, everyone is either an underling or a business associate. But with a bash bro, there's no such thing as an overdue loan. No hierarchies or other nonsense. It's someone to trust, both in and out of battle. Someone to share life's ups and downs with.
I see. No need to reward a bash bro, I suppose.
That's the ticket. I know you were born into a world of trickery and exploitation, but you don't have to live like that anymore. Now you've got me.
I'm not accustomed to talks like this, I must admit. Nobody even knows my real name. Are you actually comfortable confessing such a warmth towards someone so cold?
Clearly. No matter who you are or what you've done, I care about you. That won't ever change.
Now that is fresh.
I told you my feelings and you laughed. You're one of a kind, pal.
I'm sorry. I've got to admit, I thought I'd heard it all. But you've managed to surprise me. It's the first time anyone has ever said something so sincere without trying to get something out of me.
I could try to say it again with more swagger, if that helps.
Nah, no need. Bash Bros has a nice ring to it. From here forward, we are forever Bash Bros, friend.
I've got your back, pal.
I concur. Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed. It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however. Best ensure we are well prepared.
Say now, to the north of Garreg Mach lie the territories of the Karen and Galatea houses, former lords of the kingdom. Even though their territory is being nibbled at by the Empire, they are still clinging to their neutrality. Since they only display enough force to defend their borders, I suppose the Empire has no incentive to attack them with any real strength.
I concur.
Pardon me.
Speaking of which, these past 5 years, Lord Rodrigue worried for His Highness more than any other. But I wonder what he would say if he saw what has become of Dimitri.
Oh. It has been only 5 years, yet so much has changed. Half of the kingdom has fallen to the Empire. Skirmishes are rife throughout the Alliance. Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it. Yes, it would be nice, I suppose. Things were simpler then. Or so they...
The monastery repairs have made solid progress. Most excellent news. When we first returned here, I was unsure what we were going to do with the ruins of this place. But if we can get the cathedral rebuilt, we'll have it looking just like old times soon enough.
May my song reach the goddess in the sky.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Law. Get it? Law.
Oh. I have lived inconspicuously these past 5 years, so as not to be discovered by the Empire. To be able to finally return to the monastery again is overwhelming. I hope that our brothers and sisters who ran far away will also return one day.
It is imperative that we regroup with those who continue to resist. Most importantly, we must join up with the Fraldarius family. If we do, our ability to reclaim the kingdom capital is ensured. We should aim for this outcome, rather than focusing our efforts on the imperial capital. This seems to me the best strategy at present. But I feel what His Highness feels. His hatred, his anger, so keenly, as if it were my own. So I find it difficult to oppose his wishes.
Go away. Go away.
Well, Valley of Torment. Valley of Torment. No. I'm trying to remember the legends surrounding ALL. I feel there's something dreadful I'm forgetting. Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you very much. Oh, hot! Huh? Yes. 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 Huh? Yes, that's correct. It's a waste to spend your time with me. You always watch out for me. It's very encouraging. I'm not very good at talking to people. Yes. What? Yes, that's correct. Huh? Oh, hot! I appreciate this. Huh? Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for the tea. I look forward to doing this again.
Gilbert was a knight to the royal family of Fargus? What was a man like that doing in Garreg Mach, I wonder? Who knows? Whenever I try to ask about it, he'd change the subject and avoid giving a proper answer.
Yes.
Strategically speaking, our best move is probably to head for the kingdom capital. Though, I think it's more likely that Lady Rhea is in the Empire, so I would not object to taking the fight directly to Edelgard. There are no right or wrong answers in war. What do you think we should do? I hope with the goddess's guidance, we can make...
Huh? It seems Arianrode, one of the kingdom's sturdiest fortress cities, has fallen to the Empire. It looks like Count Rowe didn't resist, and switched sides to the Empire straight away, repaying all that the royal family has done for him with betrayal. How shameful.
I am steeling myself to see my father again. I can't stand that old man.
Yes, I do. Above all, I hate the crazed nonsense that comes out of his mouth.
Nice job.
Really now? Appreciate it.
Professor!
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Lots of things happen down here. Lots of reports need to be reported. And for all reportable things, I'm your guy.
I wonder how many soldiers that Rodrigue guy will lend us. Not that it matters much. Taking on the whole damn empire? Not even I would bet on those odds. Well, yeah, if we don't, we'll die a terrible death. I've survived this long. I refuse to give up now. You know, win or lose, I guess it's not worth betting on. Who would I collect from after the war's over?
So you intend to march into ALL? Frankly, I want no part of it. Surely such an uneventful journey won't require my presence. You will? Then I shall don my marching boots. Though I would ask that we at least consider marching only under cover of night.
The Valley of Torment. Isn't that the place where it's scorching hot year-round? You know, I've always wanted to see the world. That's why I left my village. And here I am, traveling to all these interesting new places to kill people. Not what I had in mind. Maybe I'll find some time to admire the scenery. Though people might get mad I'm not taking this silly war seriously. Whoops, that was close. Almost sighed.
The Valley of Torment, huh? I see your angle, but don't let your guard down. Any movement about their borders, and the lords of the kingdom will react swiftly. Don't underestimate them. Keep your focus on a positive outcome. There's a lot to gain and a lot to lose.
Oh.
It is imperative if we do. This seems, but I feel. Thank you very much. Is this for me? Thank you. Thank you very much. Looks like I did it. Ah, no big deal. I appreciate your guidance.
I think I've got the idea. I managed to get it. Oh, I'll get the next one too. That was nice.
Let's do this again. Let's do this again.
Just as I've always expected. No matter how old one gets, it's always nice to hear, "Job well done." Just as I've always... Perhaps I'll expand the scope of my research. That was rather... That...
Let's do this again some. Let's do this again sometime.
Let's do that again some. Always more to learn. Always more to learn. Let's do that again sometime.
Thanks for taking the time. Not bad. You're laying it on a little thick.
Could you perhaps enlighten me on something? I grasp it so much more perfectly now. Professor?
Let us do this together.
All right, let's do this.
That went rather well.
Age is but a number.
I've come too far to stop now.